Welcome back to the pod. Today, we're diving deep into the world of a man who didn't just join Formula One, he rewrote the rulebook. We're talking about Max Verstappen. For athletes and fans alike, Max represents the pinnacle of high-stakes performance. Since his debut, he's evolved from a teenage wildcard to a three-time world champion with a relentless lion mentality. Whether you're a fitness enthusiast looking at his G-force conditioning or a sports fan admiring his raw speed, there is no denying that the Red Bull ace has transformed the landscape of modern racing. He doesn't just drive, he dominates every apex with a level of precision that borderlines the superhuman. Today, we break down the technique, the records, and the mindset behind the number one. To understand the athlete Max is today, we have to look back at where it all began. He was literally born for this, with a racing pedigree in his blood. But history was made in 2015, when he became the youngest driver to start a Formula One Grand Prix at just 17 years and 166 days old. Think about that. He couldn't legally drive on public roads in many countries, yet he was hitting 200 miles per hour against legends like Vettel and Hamilton. His rise through karting and a single season in Formula 3 was so meteoric that the FIA actually changed the rules for a super license afterwards. He wasn't just a prodigy, he was a disruptor who proved that age is just a number when you have elite-level focus. If there was any doubt about his talent, it evaporated in May 2016. Max was promoted from Toro Rosso to the senior Red Bull racing team mid-season. His first race for the big team? The Spanish Grand Prix. Most drivers take months to learn a new car's telemetry and handling. Max won the race on his debut. At 18 years and 228 days, he became the youngest race winner in F1 history. This wasn't just luck. It was a defensive masterclass, holding off Kimi Räikkönen for lap after lap. It signaled to the entire sports world that a new era had arrived. For any athlete, this is the benchmark for seizing an opportunity under immense pressure. Let's get technical. What makes Max faster than the rest? It's his V-style cornering and his incredible feel for the car's limit. Max is known for late braking. He carries speed into the corner longer than almost anyone else, rotates the car sharply, and gets back on the power earlier. His car control in the wet is legendary. Remember Brazil 2016? He found grip where no one else could. He spends his off time on high-end simulators, honing his reactions. For fitness enthusiasts, consider the cognitive load, making millisecond decisions while your heart rate is at 170 BPM. That is the definition of elite performance and mental stamina. 2021 was the year that changed everything. It was one of the most intense title fights in sporting history, pitting Max against seven-time champion Lewis Hamilton. It came down to the very last lap of the final race in Abu Dhabi. Regardless of the controversy, Max's season was statistically staggering: 10 wins and a record 18 podium finishes. He stayed cool under a level of scrutiny that would break most athletes. That final overtake under the lights was the culmination of years of all-or-nothing racing. It wasn't just a win, it was a passing of the torch. To be the best, you have to beat the best. And Max did exactly that. Many people don't realize the physical toll of driving these cars. Max has to endure up to 5G of lateral force in corners. That's 5 times his body weight pulling on his neck. His fitness routine is grueling. Heavy focus on neck strength, core stability, and high-intensity interval training to mimic the spikes in heart rate during a race. He's an athlete in every sense of the word. Beyond the gym, his mental resilience is his greatest asset. He filters out the noise, the media, and the pressure, maintaining a singular focus on the Sunday result. It's a lesson for any athlete. Your body follows where your mind leads. 2023 was the year Max Verstappen moved into greatest of all time conversations. He didn't just win, he obliterated the records. 19 wins out of 22 races, a record-breaking 10 consecutive victories. He scored 575 championship points, more than double the runner-up. This level of consistency is unheard of in any sport. It's like a basketball player shooting 90% for a whole season, or a striker scoring in every single game. Max and the Red Bull RB19 became a single unstoppable entity. He has reached a state of flow where the car is an extension of his own body and the competition is simply left in his wake.
So, what's next for Max Verstappen? At his current pace, he is chasing the all-time records of Schumacher and Hamilton. But for Max, it's not about the numbers, it's about the pure love of racing. He's already expressed interest in endurance racing like Le Mans. His legacy is one of uncompromising speed and a refusal to settle for second place. For us, the takeaway is clear. Success comes from a relentless pursuit of perfection and the courage to be yourself in a world of PR speed. Max Verstappen is the new standard. Whether you love him or hate him, you cannot ignore the greatness. Thanks for listening, and keep pushing your own limits.